Mute your mics real quick. Eyeballs. Oh shit. Go live. I don't know how to do it. Yes. All right, here we go. Everybody unmute your mic. Come on, y'all. What's up? Live right here.
What's good?
Fresh first Friday. What's good, y'all?
Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the new year.
First Friday.
Hope everybody's had a good one.
2021. All right, what's up? Who we got out here tonight? If you're just tuning in, what's up? Don't be ashamed to join in on the chat group. Put your comments, anything's out there. We'll show your chats, any questions you have. But who we got up here tonight? We up here on our tight right-hand corner right here. G-Man, what's up?
Hey, we on deck. You already know Brian Gomez, G-Man, all the way off from NYC, residing in San Diego right now. I'm happy to be back, man. Happy to be back after the holidays. So we on deck, man. Happy to be here.
Yes. Jersey boy, what up?
Bravo. Hey, you heard it. JB, you go by Jersey boy. I'm out here in Jersey right now visiting family. Like I said, Happy New Year to y'all. It's so good to see y'all faces. I'm happy to be back on the soil. So it's a good day, man.
Yes. Rouse, what up? Talk to him.
Hey, what's good? Welcome to the new year's 2021. Starting off fresh. Your boys in the house, just getting it in. What's good, everybody?
What's happening? Combat Barbie, what we got? What's going on?
Hey, what's up? Got the lashes on, the hair on point, ready to do this. Let's go.
All right, last but not least, hey, we brought E Fresh in the house tonight. Since we got a couple on tonight, I brought, a husband and wife team. I said, you know what? Let's hit them up with the husband and wife team over here on this end. We got E Fresh over here. What's up, E Fresh? What's up? Talk to him.
Everybody.
All right, that's it.
Hey, you got the outfit on.
Hey.
Outfit on. Let's not forget MFN outfit looking on point. E, you stay with me. E, I see you, man.
Yeah, she representing. She wearing that joint. You know what I'm saying? She wearing it with the logo.
So real fast, I'm gonna make sure that we hear everybody. We see everybody here. What's up? I see you over here from the group. If you're just tuning in, drop your first name where you're checking in from live on the Military Fresh Network. First Fridays. So tonight we have some very special guests. We have a husband and wife team, Army veteran and Marine veteran, Jazz and Jamel Booth. Jazz is doing some great things out there. With Final Salute, she has Miss Veteran America. She's doing extraordinary things for female veterans out there, and we're gonna bring her on and ask her a lot of questions about that. I was fortunate enough to be able to participate in Miss Veteran America this year with Jazz. So there I met her husband, Jamel, and he's doing some extraordinary things as well in the fitness realm. And also he has his own clothing line out there called Combat Core Fitness. And he has an apparel line to go with it. So we're going to bring them in. We're going to talk to them. We're going to have some drinks. So remember, this is a happy hour. So we do it once every Friday. So make sure you got your drinks on deck. All right. So Jersey boy, before we bring in our guests, what you drinking tonight?
I'm gonna tell you what. I've been having difficulty with finding Hennessy in these liquor stores back home. I guess everybody's on the same twist. It's a lot easier to find it overseas. Not many people know about it, but I'm on that VSOP tonight. That Henny VSOP.
Oh, heavy. G-Man, what's up? What you drinking tonight?
You're at Jersey boy. I gotta check that, Jersey boy. We're in Jersey. I'm gonna send you to the right spot, man. I know Jersey be always messing up, man. What's up? We fixed that real quick.
So where?
Whoa. I'm out here in South Jersey. So I'm 15 minutes across the bridge from Philly. I mean, ask Bradshaw, he know where I'm at.
There you go. All right, so Combat Barbie. So I don't. Should I tell the news? Should I break the news, or should you?
Let me. I got the vodka, the Sprite.
Yeah, right.
Good night.
You go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead. I got Sprite.
So we would like to, personally congratulate Alicia and her husband Tony that they are expecting, and they have a baby on the way. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They have a baby on the way, so cheers to you, on that. Of course she can't drink.
Jersey boy, you see that?
She has water.
Oh, I already know.
So yeah, I'm attempting to go live at the same time and on Clubhouse at the same time. I need all you guys to hold me down with this. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to Wells. Wells, what you sipping on? I say tonight on our side, but you're in Hawaii. All right.
Yeah. So I'm not really sipping on anything. I'm sipping on this air. I'm on my lunch break.
Come on,
so,
Rob. Hey, come on, Rob.
I can't really get into it right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely toss one back for y'all later on. And just so y'all know too, if you haven't tasted the salted caramel crown, let me tell you. You need to go ahead and pick you some up. You need to pick you some up.
I heard about that.
I
heard about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's real smooth. You don't even need nothing with it. Just drink it straight. I promise you, you're gonna be like, yeah.
How long have you been in Hawaii, Rels?
Hey, I tell you what, listen, don't feel bad, Rels. You're not the only one.
Hey, look.
Don't feel bad. You're not the only one. I'll tell you what. I'm at Garden of Vegan in San Diego. No, I'm not turning vegan. However, this latte frappe that I'm sipping on right now has got a little kick to it. So I'm not sipping on no alcohol at the moment. It's a little latte. I know somebody asked what I'm sipping on. It's a little latte here at Garden of Vegan. So we in San Diego when we do our Fifth Fest. Hey, this is gonna be home base for us, guys. Pretty dope.
Nice. All right. So before I bring it on Jazz and Jamel, I would like to play a little something to give you an idea of something that she works on. So check this out. All right. Could everybody see that? Could everybody see that promo?
That's dope. That's dope.
Oh, I love that music.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Right, so there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. and Mrs. Jamel and Jazz Booth. Thank you so much for coming on tonight, and we're going to share the stage with you guys for you to talk a little bit about what you have going on. It's a blessing and an honor to have met you and to do work with the both of you. And I love the extraordinary things that you do. You've been supporting what we do, and we're going to definitely support what it is that you do. So I spoke a little bit about what you guys have going on. I've seen you all over the place, Jazz, with Final Suit Inc., Miss Veteran America, seen you on stages with Oprah. So tell us a little bit about that. So how did all that start?
I first want to say hello to everybody, all my military brothers and sisters who are here and representing. And thank you to Jimmy and your team for the opportunity to be here. Yeah, you're right. I do have a lot going on. So, where do I start? Well, I was in the Army for 17 years. I started off enlisted. I was an 88 Mike, which was a truck driver. And then I transitioned over to be an HR officer, what I spent the bulk of my military career doing. During my military career, however, I ran into a couple of unfortunate circumstances. In 2005, when I was getting ready to go to Iraq, I got diagnosed with head, neck, and throat cancer, and also lost everything to Hurricane Katrina. So that left me without a job, left me without a home. So I was homeless and a mom at the time as well. And we ended up couch surfing. So it was through those series of events that made me aware of the lack of supportive services for women veterans with children. And so once I was able to get myself back on my feet, I then decided that raising awareness and providing services for women veterans and their children would be my next mission. And that's how Final Salute was born. Miss Veteran America came a couple of years later. So for most people who have nonprofits, they have a grand event they do, whether it's a gala, whether it's a conference. And I didn't want to do just another gala or conference. I wanted to do something that was in the true essence of women who serve, but also remind people that in addition to wearing their uniform, we're also moms, we're sisters, daughters, aunts, wives, and also we fly as hell. And so that's how Miss Vet America was born. And we represent ourselves. We get together in a grand fashion. We, as my grandma would say, we get gussied up and we just enjoy being women for evening and enjoying our tribe.
Yes, yes. That is amazing. That is amazing. So, and I know you started that.
Beautiful, beautiful.
How many years now has Miss Veteran America been going on?
So this October would be our 10th year anniversary.
Nice, nice. And that promo, that promo was done. Hopefully you'll see us again next year.
Promo is dope.
There you go. Hey, shameless plug. Like
Yeah.
Military Fresh for the promo.
yes. So that's good. So how long have you been following the Military Fresh Network?
I've actually known about you guys for about 5 years. And so a lot of women that come through Miss Veteran America follow Military Fresh. They've always told me about Military Fresh. And so I've always known about you guys. And Desiree, when she took the title, Desiree Pabon, she was like, you really need to get connected with Jimmy. And I was like, I don't know him. I don't, he light skinned. I don't know if he's going to be acting all funny if I reach out to him. So
There you go. There you go. Hey,
JB, fix your face. Fix your face.
You are real cool, down to earth brother, because there are a lot of people who they use their military service to say, yeah, I'm here for my veteran brothers and sisters and I want to help them, and you reach out to them and they treat you like a ugly redhead stepchild. Right. But you wasn't like that. You were very welcoming, and you practice definitely what somebody signing cracking up. But you definitely practice what you preach, and you welcome us with open arms, and that was real dope.
There you go. That's what's up. Hey, so real quick, for those who just tuned in. For those who just tuned in, I'm live on Army Fresh. I'm live on Military Fresh Network. If you're on Military Fresh Network, Army Fresh, if you go to Facebook, tune in if you want to see this live. We have a live Military Fresh First Friday going on. We got Jazz and Jamel Booth. some extraordinary entrepreneurs, veterans out there doing big things. I'm also live right now on Clubhouse. So if you're on Clubhouse, go to Facebook, check Military Fresh Network and check it out. We're going on there if you want to see what's going on one time on the thing. So Jamel,
how you doing, brother?
All fitness. What's up? What we got? And by all means, before I get into that, any of my team, hey, if there's something that I missed, by all means, jump in, ask those questions. Anything you want to ask, make sure you jump in and ask those questions. And last thing, for all the people that are listening in, if you have questions for Jazz and Jamel, please text them, and I'll pin them so they'll pop up on the screen, and we can ask your questions live. So there we go. Those are the house rules right there. Jamel, what's up?
How you doing, brother? How you doing, guys, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Jamel Booth.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
Founder of Combat Core Fitness. Again, I've been doing that since 2016. We started out initially just really focusing on fitness. I had a few friends. I work for DHS currently, and I had a few friends that wanted help getting back in shape back then. Working for the government, you get a little lazy sometimes. You sit around and you put on some pounds. So I started doing it back then. It was just really focused on the fitness portion of it, trying to get people back in shape and get people active. And then in 2018 is when we launched the apparel line. But the reason why I started is to give back to service members, friends and family, and those who really need help that can't afford a personal trainer. There's a lot of people that think in order for you to have a personal trainer, you got to be someone that's extremely wealthy. And that's just something I wanted to do away with and make it so it's affordable and it's still quality service. And that's what everything I do, whether it's apparel or it's a fitness or it's a nutrition, I want it to be something that's affordable and quality for every single human being.
That's what's up.
That's how that came about.
Really good.
Yeah. Any questions?
There you go. Hey, it's funny. I don't have a question. I just want to jump on here. Just to what you mentioned earlier, and just overall, everybody at first questions what we're trying to do here as the Fresh Network, right? Everything that we put together, all the events that we're doing, is always a hesitation to come in because Jimmy's high energy, and we all kind of have our different personalities. So people find it hard to believe that we are serious about bringing people together and highlighting what we do in the military and out of the military. So trust me, you're not alone in that process. A lot of people have a question, and then once they get in the family, ain't no turning back because we going to the top. So, Jamel being in the military, Marines at that age, Semper Fi, brother. You said something to give back to our brothers. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I'm usually pretty high energy right now. Just taking it easy right now. I'm weighing myself in.
So,
thank you, man. Semper Fi.
Go ahead.
How do we find you? Your fitness.
All right, so combatcorefit.com. That's the website, and I'm on Instagram as well on the Combat Core Fitness _apparels. So those are my two outlets. I do have a Facebook as well, which is Combat Core Fitness. But for the most part, it's combatcorefit.com for the apparels, nutrition, and everything else that we have to offer, and Combat Core Fitness _apparel for IG.
There you go. All right. So anything
I've got a couple questions, Jimmy, if I'm allowed to jump in there.
Of course. All
right, cool. All right, so I guess I'll keep it with the theme. Jamel, you said you've been doing it since 2016. I was trying to take some notes down here. I guess one of the questions I had was, how did you find that balance between affordability, but then also, keeping it a quality product or service that you're providing? Because that's a long time, and you're trying to make sure that our individuals are able to, benefit from a service that they thought initially may have been outside of their budget. So how do you deliver that at an affordable price, but still maintain the quality?
Well, when it comes to the actual service, not the tangible part, as far as the product goes, the service, if I'm teaching someone, I'm trying to train someone, help someone get in shape, that is me, the individual, whomever I'm working with as another trainer. You set those prices, so you got to understand, if you're doing it and you want to give back to those individuals that can't really afford to pay $100 an hour, you're the person setting the price. So you set a price that's reasonable, that's fair, that you yourself can live with and they can afford, and in the long run, they'll get in shape, they get in better shape, whatever it is they're trying to do. And that comes back to you tenfold because you're helping people. There's no price put on that. But when it comes to the apparel line, that's all about outsourcing and sourcing great products and trying to get it at a price where it makes sense, and then try to move it by volume and not just the amount. As far as like dollar amount, it's like volume at that point. So you get it, yeah. You source your product.
Yeah, I love that answer.
Price,
yeah,
and then your job now is to try to move it at a price where it's affordable compared to some of the other brands out there. You know what I'm saying? So it just really boils down to
I love that answer.
You finding what is it you're trying to put out there as far as your product wise, the material, quality of the material, etc., and getting that at a price that's fair for yourself as the person that's delivering that product, and then for the consumers that's consuming it. You want to make sure that you're still making a profit, but at the end of the day, you can look around, you can see, okay, well, a pair of leggings for $80. I mean, come on, that make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like, if you look at it, because he every now and then he'll run an idea through me. Men are really funny about talking to their women about business.
There it is.
I'm just gonna put it out there, but
I agree.
I'm like,
I agree.
I buy things from him. So when he tried to be secretive, I'll just go to his website and I'll buy things from him, and I'll be like, "Hey, babe, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that?" But when you're looking at pricing, you're like, okay, well, they sell their leggings for $8. How many times are you going to buy a pair of $8 leggings? Well, how many times will you buy a pair of $30 leggings? Probably going to come back to them a little bit more, especially if you're getting the same quality as the $8 leggings, and you will have repeat customers. Like I tell people, Ford or Chevy don't make money by you buying a car once. They want to make sure when you want to get another car, you buy a newer Chevy or a newer Ford, and so it kind of follows the same, follows the same, balance.
For sure.
Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up. And did you have something, G-Man, before I get into this? Because I was going to ask a two-part question. One for myself and then one for
No. It's just I'm just excited. No, I'm just excited.
So they
excited, Jimmy. I'm listening. I'm agreeing with what's going on. And coming from a Sonic.
We got that haranka tonight. He's what's going on?
It's back, the haranka.
But anyway, so
I'm good. I'm here. I'm the harankas.
Yeah, you going in and out, bro. Going in and out. All right. So one of the things, it took us 5 years.
I did have a. Okay.
Go ahead, JB. Go ahead, JB.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of wanted to go to Jazz, if you guys can hear me, because she dropped some very heavy stuff there in her introduction. The question I have down here is, how did you manage, I guess, being a mother? You said that you had a child at the time where you lost a lot because of Katrina. If you could share a little bit about that. I'm not sure how much time we have, Jimmy, but I think that that's an inspiring story right there, considering where you are right now and what you've been able to do for our service members and for your family. I think that a lot of people could really use, some of that story right now, given what's going on in the world today.
Amen. Yeah. Thank you, JB.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, when it comes to women in service, we definitely have come a long way. But we still have a long way to go. And when I was sick, and I was trying to tell my leadership that I didn't feel well, the first thing that came to their mouths was, "Oh, you're trying to get out of deployment," or "This is why women shouldn't be in leadership positions," and things like that. And so what do you do as the Army? Said you suck it up and drive on. And so I put my health on the back burner. And by the time I made it to the doctor, I was like stage 2, stage 3. And I had our oldest son, at the time. And it was a really hard pill to swallow, to learn that just because you were a woman, you didn't get the same services as your male counterparts. And I'm like, hey, they got women buried in Arlington National Cemetery. They got women over in Iraq and Afghanistan. So although we may not be infantry, once everybody hits, Iraq and Afghanistan, everybody's a combat soldier. Doesn't matter what job you got or what type of anatomy you got. The enemy's looking for a uniform. They're not looking for a ponytail holder in the back of your hat, or, seeing if you got, breasts or anything like that. Everybody's a moving target. And so when you come back to a system like the VA, and of course they are getting better, but when they look at you like, what are you doing here? You're like, what do you mean what I'm doing here? I serve my country. And so, you know, as a soldier, we have warrior ethos. And my favorite line of warrior ethos is to, you know, never accept defeat. And I had a kid that was dependent on me, so I didn't have time to just lay down and, you know, give up and, you know, throw myself a pity party. And so I was like, you know what? I've always taught him to be bigger than your obstacles. And he's looking at me. I mean, regardless of people thinking like your teenagers are busy doing this, your kids are doing this, they're always watching you. And I knew that he was watching me and watching to see what I was going to do next. And so I had to be an example for him, no matter how bad I felt, no matter how bitter I was. I had to get up off that couch for him. And so for me, I'm like, you know, also as, you know, Americans, we do a hell of a lot of complaining, like on social media. Everybody's complaining about this, everybody's complaining about that. But how many people actually say, you know what, I'm going to get up and do something about it? And I decided I wasn't going to be a complainer. I was going to be a solution provider. And that's when I decided to make homelessness among women veterans, raising awareness and housing them and supporting them, my next mission. And I did that while I was an active duty captain.
Man, that's what's up. That right
Yeah,
there.
that's incredible.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Talk that talk.
And you know what? I'll drink to that.
My service. Everything you said.
Truly.
And then I finally did to go on deployment one year, and I was minding my own business, and I worked in Joint Visitors Bureau, and I had to go drop some paperwork off to the force protection people, and this one guy kept giving me a hard time.
Sound like I know where this is going.
Paperwork.
Yeah, it sounds like I know where this is going.
Yeah, and so he was like, "Hey, your paperwork's not right." I was like, "Okay, so what's wrong with it?" He was like, "Not my job to tell you." Typical Marine bravado. So you're gonna send me way back across base, but you can just tell me. He was like, "Hey, not my job to teach you your job." But you remember you was in kindergarten, and the guy that always picked on you liked you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
that guy.
He was trying to get you to come back. He was trying to get you to come back.
Let me. I switched the tab to Semper Fresh up there because I was Semper Fresh move.
But
we can't beat up right now.
All the Marines watching right now, they're gonna pull that. They're gonna pull that.
I know, right? Her paperwork's messed up. But also, I'm 7 years older than my husband. I know how them people be what the guys be trying to do in deployment. So I was like, nah, fam, we're gonna be friends. And once we get back to the States, if you still want to talk, then holler at your girl. But I'm like, nah, we ain't doing none of that over here. Right. And yeah, and so he finished up his contracting tour, and he actually came to Virginia where I live, because you know women are notorious to follow men, and I was not leaving where I was. And he loves me so much that he relocated to Virginia, and then came Junior Marine.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Nah, fam, we're about to be friends right quick first."
So
you got some East Coast in there.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't got no comments on none of that. Leave it as it is.
So y'all want to hear something? Y'all want to hear something really funny? Okay, so I went to the gym one night. I had never seen him. He had never seen me outside of uniform. So I went to the gym one night. It was like midnight because I worked late shift. And so I saw him in the gym. Now I had never seen him outside of his uniform, but you know, Marines, he was built for tough, you know, coming up in the gym, his Nike Pro. I was like, okay, but still, no.
Marines are.
And so he gets in the treadmill in front of me because he wanted me to see when he, you know, running, his muscles all bouncing up and down. And I'm like, I'm going to go over to the Smith machine. So I went over to the Smith machine. He come over to the Smith machine. He wants to talk to me about my form. Yeah.
Nice pickup line, buddy. I like that. I'm not gonna turn down one.
So you was checking her form since the Olympics.
Hey, I was training back then. I was just trying to keep everybody in line. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Hey, safety first.
He was just trying to offer his services.
First.
You know what I'm saying? To show his profession, to show his knowledge. That's all he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I would try to pick her up.
There you go. So I got a couple of things. Before I get into the question I have, but I just want to shout out the entire Military Fresh team. None of this could be done without all of the people that you see on the screen, all of the people that you see in the chat, all of the people that you see on all of the Military Fresh pages, all of the ambassadors, all of the affiliates, all of my friends, all of my new cousins. It's just, it goes so much. And I just wanted to say this because JB, hats off to you, bro, because that's how we help each other. You brought us back on track, and that's what we need to continue to do, because I was getting ready to go down the path of the material for the fit gear, the athleisure gear, but you brought back a piece to your original question. And I just want to say hats off to you, because that's great journalism. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to continue to do, because you brought that story that we could have missed.
Yeah.
And that story needed to be heard by the world. And I just want to say thanks to you. And that's what this team is about. All right. Build a team so strong that you don't know who the boss is. All right. And that's what I love my team. I love my team. All of y'all in the chat group, all of y'all listening. That's what it's about. So I just want to tell you, thank you, JB, for that. And thank you, Jazz, for that awesome story. So one of the things, we have a question from Sunny Bates out there. She wants to know, how can our supporters, what can we do to bring further awareness to your organization?
You know, the first thing I want to see, which I really think is important, is I do see a reluctance sometimes against our military brothers to stand up for us publicly. I get a lot of people that email me and say, hey, I love the thing that you're doing, and yeah, we should treat our sisters better. And I'm like, you know what, brother, go say that, online, because there's no separatism. I know the military traditionally has been a boys club, but it's just like, you know what, we are a family, period. And my husband, I made a t-shirt called Serve Like a Girl that my organization was wearing, and my husband rocks that t-shirt with pride. He said military women are badass, and serving like a girl is badass, and he wears that t-shirt. It doesn't bother his masculinity or anything, like that. And I'm like, man, I wish more of my brothers thought that way and would support more women veteran organizations and more women veteran businesses. It's always about, hey, check out my brother doing this, check out my brother doing that. I'm like, man, so many, we're obviously a smaller population, but there are so many of your sisters that are doing, great things too. And every event, he's at every event. And, I am a disabled veteran. I just had my 3rd knee surgery. He's always there. If he needs to go drive 2 hours to check the company mailbox, he'll do that. If he needs to sit with the kid and make all my meals, help me shower, whatever, he does all that. And he does it without, any problems, because when people typically look at caregivers, they look at women. And he's obviously not a woman. He a whole lot of man, but, he steps in whatever he needs to do to help me out. He does it. And I appreciate that. And and he just steps in where he needs to. He doesn't need to be told, or ask, hey, babe, can you do this? If he sees me lacking in something or something that I need, like, he just does it. And I'm like, I want our brothers to have that same level of care and support for our sister veterans, and out in the business entrepreneur realm, but also when they see just, people attacking us and saying, well, women really don't serve in combat. Women don't do this. Women don't do that. And it's like, you have no idea what we do and what it takes to do what we do. We leave our kids behind. We leave, our families behind. We raise our right flag and our right hand to the flag. And some of us, don't come back, but we accept the same level of threat, the same level of harm, but we just want to serve and support. And so we just, we really, like I said, need our brothers to get on board. Then there are also lots of guys who volunteer for Miss Vet in America. They volunteer for Final Salute. Someone bring their fraternities over. Like, it's been just a great thing doing that. But I just wish there was a more public presence of male military veterans, actively supporting, their sisters, honestly.
Yes. No,
and that's where we come in. That's where we come in with the platforms. That's where we come in. So it's a beautiful thing to be involved with what we're doing. And then it goes back to bringing it to the Fresh Network. That's what we're trying to do, I'm all in already. I'm on board, and I've been watching the support that we've been giving you. So it's just, we use these platforms for the right reason. This is what's going to get us to the next level. So,
Hey, can I get that Serve Girl shirt? Where can I get that?
But I'm gonna send you what I'm gonna send you one special made. I'm gonna get your information from Jimmy, and I'm gonna just send you one just because I love Team Light Skin so much. I'll make sure you get one too.
There you go.
Hey, we don't need.
Hey, Jimmy,
gifts.
just tell you shine like the sun. You know what I'm saying? You shine like the sun. That's it.
I got that light.
They do. They
That's
do.
that
Right?
ring light.
They got the light out glistening. They just glowing over there. Like I need some more light.
Sweating. Hey, how about
It's the ring light.
Tone over here.
Hold up.
We have a 10-year-old and we have a 25-year-old too. Our oldest son is in the Air Force and he's deployed right now. You know, y'all ain't really like me, y'all, so y'all deployed. Y'all ain't doing too much, but yeah, he's deployed right now. What was that, JB? How do you like in them Army uniforms? just curious. They fit you nice? Do you feel weird?
The uniforms I was issued, I mean, they're comfortable. They're comfortable. They're comfortable. I prefer the zipper as opposed to the buttons. I can tell you that.
So I have to, only because
I like the patches. You know, it's not a bad gig.
But hey, quick rules for the people on Instagram. We're live on Military Fresh Network on Instagram, Army Fresh on Instagram, live on Clubhouse. If you want to tune in and see the faces, what's going on right here in the live Military Fresh Network, First Friday Happy Hour, go to Facebook or YouTube and type in Military Fresh Network and it'll pop up right there. We're live right now if you'd like to see us live on Facebook and YouTube. But we're here every first Friday. We're going to do this. So again, to tell your friends what's out there. So we're live on Clubhouse. So let's go. And we got an after party on Military Fresh right after this. Let's go.
Hey, I know we getting down to business, but hey, Happy New Year, y'all. I know we got straight to business. We got straight down the pipeline. You know, Happy New Year, guys. Like 2020 what? 2021. You know, hey, Happy New Year. It's a blessed day. You know, it's not about New Year, new me. It's always a fresh new day, fresh new start, right there. We talk about it in the Military Fresh Network. Every day is a fresh day, but Happy New Year. Everybody made it to 2020. Professionally, some of us, most of us have personally, some of us had some trials and tribulations. Professionally, a lot of us thrive and did very good. So I'm just blessed, man. Just want to bring that out. Happy New Year to everybody. Everybody's watching us on Instagram, Facebook. It is a new year and some changes are coming. So hey, what side of the coin we're gonna be on? You know. So Happy New Year to y'all.
Speaking about the New Year's, what's new for both of you this upcoming year? Anything new?
New as far as for me, I'm thankful for my family and friends. I mean, I'm a big fan of like human interaction. So, I mean, there's not much more that's more important than I'm gonna get to that, but it's not much more important than like people. You know what I mean? Like not skin tone and nothing like that. I mean like people, like you know what I mean? Because people get carried away with like black, white, and all that. Like it's too much, to be honest with you. So for me, like this year and every year prior to, it's just trying to spread more love, man. More love for every single human being, and doing as much as I can for myself and for my family and for those around me. Like that's what I want to do.
I love
so my goal this year is just to do more for those around me, and just progress, you know, and be a better human being.
Yes,
like it.
So,
I'm catching the theme between
I told
this
you,
couple here.
Marines are good people. You know, we're good at heart. You know what I'm saying? I told you from day one. I'm just a little louder. That's all. You know, I have a lovely relationship with people. You know.
Yeah, have your moments.
I love everybody.
But, I'm a 420 guy, man. I'm a Taurus. So
hey, there you go. There you go. 420 makes sense. Chill.
You don't mean like that.
I'm just messing around. Nah, you hit it in the head. I'm interrupting, right? Because I'm in the Marine Corps standpoint. Everybody expects us to be on cloud 10 and fast and ongoing, but I'm part of recruiting command. And some people know the story. I do have a love-hate relationship with people, right? Like I am a people person. I like that human interaction. I like being around people. I walk up to anybody, have a conversation just because I feel comfortable, and that's something that we're missing. Everybody's focusing on these phones and whatever. You know, just a quick little story. Yes, the other day I walked out of the building. I saw a young lady in front of the building with her mask on, and she had this like aggressive Chung Lee like warrior fitness thing going on. And I approached her and I said, "Listen, you look like you're getting ready to go to combat, but you look very intense. Your energy is good." And she looked at me like she hasn't spoken to a human being in months. True story. I went home. The girl at the front desk called me saying that the girl was like, she was so taken by what was said that she just wanted to say thank you to the kids. It's because that human interaction, man, we're missing that. We're missing that. So I'm glad you said that. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, so in addition to doing Miss Better American Finals Food, I am also an international speaker. So I travel the world speaking, haven't done much traveling in 2020. A lot of my speaking engagements have been virtual. But I like the things that the people are talking about more connecting. And so since I couldn't be out in the world as much, I launched an ebook series and started I launched my website, jazzbooth.com, and started a segment of it called Jazz Hands, which is to give people, like, we've all had to take a break and we were forced to kind of slow down. And I thought that was an excellent time for self-awareness, for self reflection, and also just to see, you know what, how can I readjust and pivot and with what's going on today, as opposed to, oh my God, I can't do this and I can't do that. And it's like, you can find a way to do anything if that's what you truly, want to do. And so I put out an ebook line, and also I'm working on some other things that I'm not ready to divulge yet. But I mean, I'm always thinking, in my gears are always grinding, because I'm like, I don't look at this year as I have so much downtime. I look at, oh man, I had so much more time to create, and so much more time to focus, because I wasn't going. Yep. Instead of taking 5 days to go do a 2-day speaking engagement, now it takes me 2 hours. And so I have this so much more time that I gained back, that I was able to, focus in and be more creative in that time.
Nice. So
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, I just had a quick question for Jazz. So I know you're doing Miss Veteran America and stuff like that. Have any major networks, NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, anybody like that, approached you about bringing that to the forefront, or have you talked to any of them about that as well?
Yeah, so we had so we had a couple of bites that came out. We did if you ever heard of the documentary Served Like a Girl, that documentary was about the Miss Veteran America competition. So Hollywood actually came to us and said, hey, we think this is a great thing. We want to do a documentary about it. And it was great. It premiered at South by Southwest. It won a bunch of awards, and it really did great. And I was really excited because I made up the slogan "Serve Like a Girl," and they liked it so much. It's like, there's nothing else we can name this but that. And it's great to see, because, Hollywood likes to, when they get hold of veteran things, to like try to make it their own and twist it and turn it. And I was like, no, you're going to tell these stories exactly as they're being told. We're not giving you any additional drama. We're not giving you any additional pain. What you see is what you get. And if that's not what you want, then keep it moving. And they was like, okay, well, we're going to do that. And I think for some of us, sometimes we get, too excited by, oh, this person reached out to me and they're in Hollywood and they won an Oscar, and I'm just going to let them do whatever they want to do so I can make it. I've never been one of those kind of people. It's like, okay, you obviously came to me because you wanted something from me. So in order for you to get what you need from me, here is my conditions. And if you don't like them, then kick rocks. We had to shop for 2 years. They wanted to make it into more of a docuseries as opposed to a like a 1 or 2 hour program, because it's not just the Miss Veteran America competition. It's the stories behind these amazing women and what they had to do in order to serve, and also what they have to do in order to live on a daily basis. People can't look at me and tell that I have major depressive disorder, that I have 2 knee replacements, I got a Titanic spine. Like, you can't tell that they're looking at me, because I don't walk around, carrying myself like that. I carry myself like, hey, I'm still alive. I can still breathe. I can still walk and talk. I count my praises and take my blessings where they are. But I do think the more that people learn more about the competition, because lots of people look at it and say, oh, this is a pageant. I'm like, no, it's not a pageant. Even though I think any woman that's willing to raise her right hand in service to her country and die for it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's not a pageant. It is truly a competition, and it's about the sisterhood. It's about tribe, and also embracing your femininity and saying, yeah, you know what, I can dress up and be a whole 10, but I can also shoot a whole expert too. Which one you want today? Like I said, get you a woman can do both. That's what Miss Veteran America is.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm pretty sure that like every every veteran, male and female, will appreciate or can appreciate that, you know, their stories being told the way it happened, and not dramatized or over dramatized or added to or taken away from the real story, you know, of who they are, what they've overcome, and how they continue to succeed on a daily basis. So I can say I would appreciate that, and I'm pretty sure they appreciate that too. So that's definitely a great thing.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
And
I was
E
thinking the
over
same
here,
thing, Rose. Absolutely.
big ups to E. E's over here quiet. Like, oh, she's over here not just because she's my wife, but she's also a veteran. She retired after 20 years of serving in the Army, and she's sitting over here all humble and quiet.
It's not about me.
You know, but you know, big up. But I'm saying she's telling her story, your story, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
hats off to you.
I think as women, I think we can all relate being you know, military and being outside the military. I mean, a lot of people don't know why the name Combat Barbie came about, but that's basically it, because I could be in combat and still, you know, be me, look like me, you know, be a girly girl, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Word.
Mhm.
So I've got a couple questions here. I'm gonna pop them up as I see them. So before I get to the first question, I just want to say big ups to the Savage Squad, who is all Navy sailors, active duty. They have a podcast every third Friday. So they are part of the Military Fresh Network. We support each other. They were starting off with the Military Fresh podcast, the knock the dust off. So now what we do, we have Military Fresh first Friday, and they do every third Friday. So they're coming up. So make sure you check them out. It's called third Friday, right? Yeah, that's right, third Friday. So it's called Savage Squad. All Navy veterans. You'll probably hear from them. They do an extraordinary job as well. So just hats off to the Savage Squad. So if you don't know about the Savage Squad, make sure you check them out. And the thing about it is, the Military Fresh Network is a network of military veterans, active duty, and those who served alike. So it's everyone. It's not a us and a them. It's a network to assist and create a platform for all service members and veterans to shine. So that's what it's about. So, question from Sonny, for both of you, your most rewarding moment to date.
You go first.
Ladies first now, huh?
Hey, I'm a nice guy.
No. Okay, so my most rewarding moment. That's kind of hard for me because, like, you know, there are so many things that have collectively led to the woman, you know, that I am today. So it's hard to kind of pick one thing. But I would say probably my most rewarding thing would be, you know, just how we've been able to raise our children, and also just, you know, keep our love alive despite everything that we have going on. I think when people look at, you know, couples, they look at, oh, well, they have so much going on, you know, where's their time for themselves and their things like that. And, you know, we do different things. And I will tell you, like in relationships, there's no competition, there's only support. So I'm just grateful for everything that we've been able to create and the things that we've been able to create separately. You know, he don't have to check with me, you know, to make a move. I don't have to check with him, you know, to make a move. So it's great that, you know, collectively we are able to do what we are able to do. But not, I don't like when couples feel like they have to be up on each other's thumb. Like, well, let me ask you about this before I do this. I'm like, I'm not your mom and you're not my dad. You know, I'm here to support you. And if you need advice and guidance, like we don't, you know, be out on top of each other. Maybe that's a bad reference. We're not in all each other's space all the time. You know, we give each other the space that we need.
Cheers.
Like if you're downstairs working for 12 hours, I'm not coming down and like, man, you still down here? I'm like, hey, babe, you need anything? And if you don't, I'll go on about my business. And so for me, it's just like I don't believe in a true work-life balance. The balance in me is just making sure everybody feels supported and have what they need, but also still allowing you to be an individual, not just think just because you married, that mean like, oh, well, I can't make a move without talking to her or talking to him. It's like, no, you make all the moves you need to make. And then when you need me to help you with a move, then come holler at me. You know, that's how we make it work.
That's right.
Yo,
chasing the bag. You gotta chase the bag together.
Hey, I love that, but I need everybody to stand up right now and make sure y'all not in y'all telework attire with a shirt.
I am not standing up.
With a shirt and tie on, with some swim trunks underneath.
This is where it helps to be 6 foot tall because y'all can't see the bottom of me no way.
I've been dressing half body for damn near.
We want E to stand up and show off her gear.
Jersey boy don't even know his pants are out.
We want to see that gear.
We're walking in slow motion by the Christmas tree. Let me see that slow motion, girl.
What are you wearing? It's a certain stripe. It goes right across.
Ain't this supposed to be a PG rated? Ain't this a PG-13?
It's happy hour. It's a happy hour. It's a happy hour.
Hey, Jimmy's just checking that form as well.
Hey, I'm just checking to make sure that the stripe is right. It's all good. So speaking of stripes, right?
Got it.
I'm reading the chat group over here, and I'm not sure if the team. Can you guys see the chat as well?
I could see it.
Okay, so I got a couple questions here.
He didn't get to answer. Well, your part.
The thing is the most important moment. I think my wife did a pretty good job, so there's no need for me to add more to that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, just stay right there, bro. You be all right. You look good. You look good. You look good. You look good.
You know what I mean? The wheel. The wheel is good. It's working fine. So I'm not going to try to reinvent that. She did a great job explaining. You know.
I mean, it's really hard to find a partner that supports you and that's just all about you. You know, some people may not think that's important, but to me, it is. He's always treated, our oldest son, he's 25. He's always treated him like, he made him like that's his kid. He tell people, I have 2 sons. They're 25 and they're 10. And they be like, wait a minute, how old are you now? He's like, okay, that's my son. Everybody's not willing to just jump in and be like, and take care, of a kid. But he was just like from day one, even before we got married, he was always telling people that was his son. He was at every football game, at every track meet, from day one. And it's just like, it's really hard to find a person that's just that real and genuine, and it's just all about you. And so, and for me, that is accomplishment, and it's something to find somebody who loves you unconditionally, in that matter, in that essence,
So. I share that sentiment.
Behind every successful man,
So I wanted to use.
I don't have a spouse.
Go ahead.
You say?
Okay, so I was saying I wanted to use this opportunity since we're now like on the couple thing, and since Jimmy have us here, I'm gonna push this same question over to you guys.
Yeah.
So I want to hear what you guys have to say, because you guys, it's obvious that you guys make a wonderful team. So tell us how you guys make it work, doing what you do, juggling the day-to-day, having businesses, and running a network.
And full-time jobs, and kids.
Yeah.
Hey,
and G-Man.
And G-Man. Hey, you know what? I take my hats off for real. Because what you said, I think we might have lost Rouse. Rouse is spinning. Anybody else see Rouse spinning?
Yeah.
And going into the
Nah, he had that guy service. Why?
Hey, he's going into the vortex. Hey, so listen, for us on our side, because we've been doing this, we just hit our 14-year anniversary on what, Monday?
Yeah, it's probably been outside.
Hey, happy anniversary!
14th-year anniversary.
Thank you.
And we had a joint retirement ceremony. All right, we both retired 10 years ago, in 2010 to be exactly 10 years ago. And we were actually we were dating and all that while we were in uniform. We met in the Army. In 2000 whatever.
2003.
So the thing is, for us, we continue.
Did you remember?
I just looked in.
Somebody, y'all good? Everybody good?
Very good.
Hey, so now we continue to date. We continue to give each other their space, like even though our space is under the same roof. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm going somewhere else. I'm always in this office. She knows where to find me. My kids know where to find me. I'm up early, up late. I know when I'm here too much. I make sure that I give that time to her. I make sure we both been teleworking, thank God, since last March. So I make sure I go into her cubicle in there and fondle her real quick in her cube, you know what I'm saying? Like in the middle of the day while she working, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep it fresh, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep it fresh.
I need a date.
So to the most part, to keep it honest, to hold it all together is to keep dating. Keep dating. Keep telling her she fine. Keep fondling her in the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying? I just keep dating. That's what I want to say to everybody. So that helps. What you got to say, babe?
He said enough.
Hey, what you say? Don't invent the wheel.
Y'all on the same path. Everybody's on the same path, like y'all on the same path. Like he's been on board from day one with what Jimmy said, mine and God, she's been on board. When you guys are together, I don't know how that's Army and Marine together. I mean, we'll figure it out later. I know, but y'all on the same path, right? Like y'all on the goal to taste the bag and give back to the world, give back to the community. So when that aligns, then the partnership is there, right? So that from outside looking in, y'all in line with what y'all trying to accomplish, whether it be separate or not, it all falls behind each other. So, you come into the Fresh Network as a couple, you have a leadership team that it is a couple, but it's on an alignment, right? We talk about the ones, Jimmy's big on that. So like it's y'all all going in the right direction, which is to better yourselves and your family. So it's not a hard thing to do, right? Yeah. It's not a competition.
No, it's not.
I think for us single guys, it's a little challenging finding a person because my time is work and it is the road and it is other stuff. So like when I talk about, I'm passionate when I speak about my work, my business in Mastani, and I talk about the Fresh Network. So when people hear me out, I sound like a Jehovah's Witness, and the first time I knock on your door, I'm like excited about what I'm saying, but it's not. So you got alignment, right? So that's why it's easiest. And I know, no fake the funk. Y'all fight. You have your problems. We all do, I'm sure, but y'all get back to Zena,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so listen, and you know what, Dave? Hey, my G-Man called me old school tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that was
OG.
Hey, that was my first time ever being called old school in my entire life. I thought I had on some shiny shoes and some work socks pulled up with some shorts. That's how I felt when he called me. I was like, oh damn.
Triple O, come on, it's out of us. You got the stripes, you got the Adidas suit going, and I was man.
This is Rock Nation, brother. I can't. This Rock Nation.
You messed up.
I didn't see that. It looks.
That's Rock Nation, bro.
There you go.
Rock Nation right here.
You got the 80s swag. You got the 80s swag, and I was like, man, I'm all in.
Will Rouse is back. Hey, y'all, everybody in text, D-Man called me old school tonight, but I am 51, and I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of it. Hey, she's 62. She proud of it.
Oh, my God.
You're gonna mess with me on the couch.
Hey, Jimmy.
See, I told you we keep dating. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she ain't 62. She ain't bust 50 yet. She's still
fresh. She ain't 62. Hey, I know black don't crack, but
G-Man.
You tell him.
I'm 48.
She's 48.
I think.
Hey, G-Man.
She thinks she's 48. Yes, she's 48.
G-Man, that's your name in the Marine? G-Man, that's your name?
Yeah.
G-Man.
Yeah.
That's
I was listening
to
me and my husband do not fight. We're talking about relations and fighting. Me and my husband do not fight.
That's right.
We'll argue.
You snap your fingers? What's up?
But
no, it's just like, well, for one thing, he's just like way too chill. He'll let me talk myself to death. But he offered me bacon as a peace offering. But like, we don't fight. He doesn't even yell. Like, I'm like, what kind of like?
Really?
He doesn't even yell. He doesn't even raise his voice. And he's Jamaican, which really weirds me out because like all his
does his Jamaican accent come in when he's
No. No, only when he's talking to his
You don't
family.
even know.
One over there.
So my family, my friends
No,
be like,
yeah, he
"Oh,
don't
he's
even-
Jamaican. I bet you he got all the accent." I'm like, "Nope, I don't get none of that. Only when he talks to his, family." But yeah, but for me, it's just like I hate when I see those posts when people be like, "Yeah, we've been together 10 years. It ain't always been good." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, whose business is that? Why do you? I wouldn't. You would never see me post any nonsense like that. It's just like, yes, I say we all have challenges, but we're not fighting and arguing. That's what teenagers do. I'm like, we ain't got that type of energy. Like my husband, like I said, I'm 43. I forget, I just had a birthday. But he's 7 years younger than me, but I ain't got that kind of energy to be arguing with nobody anyway. But also, if I like, he got this look about him. Like if you start getting too loud, he just look at you, and I'll be like. I don't know if that's the Marine or the Jamaican looking at me, but both of them are making me cautious about my next words.
I gotta say this because I love y'all. I seen it one time. I seen it.
We were not arguing. He was not listening to me.
I saw that look.
Oh, the look. Oh, okay.
I saw that look, and he was still sipping. He was still. He was like, I'm out of here. And he was still, he ain't budged, sitting at the table, me still sipping. So I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story because it's getting on our hour power. We do an exact hour. So yo, when we had Miss Veteran America, right? And I'm gonna tell this funny story, and that's what this is about. There's no script. We just drink. We have fun. We were at Miss Veteran America, and Jazz, hats off to you. You was making that shit happen. All right, with the studio, in the production, making everything film. But yo, the people in the back production room was pushing buttons the wrong way. And yo, you was pissed off and you was in there like making sure, nope, this has to be there, whatever. But you got pissed off and was like, yo, hey, we out. Jamel just looked and I was like, do we keep drinking? Hey, yo, he just looked, he ain't budge, yo. And he just came right back in, put your mask on, got back on camera. And ain't like nothing happened. So yo, because that was under intense pressure. I give it.
Yeah.
I do a lot of events. Like digital filming, a lot of things. And for that, I understand your pressure, especially when you're invested so much into it and somebody else is messing up by the wrong button push. So on your behalf, but I saw that. And I thought that was the dopest thing I've ever seen. We came back in, started drinking like ain't nothing happened. Hey, but now that you say that today, I was like, yep, she's dead ass. She's right on that one. But that was pretty cool, y'all. But hey, what y'all got?
Hey, come on, we gotta go. He was like, no.
Yeah.
That's that infantry. You know what I'm saying? That's that, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? I think what it is when you know, you know when you have the person that you need to tackle the world. You know what I mean? It's what it is. So it's like you're gonna have what you're gonna have. You're gonna have the good days, you're gonna have the bad days. But you just know when you have that person. And when you know that brings a level of confidence that ain't too much gonna make you do nothing that you don't want to do. I mean, you're not gonna budge because you know that person gonna have you back 100% all the time. But you have to know, and it ain't something you go out and find and hunt down. It ain't gonna find no club. But when you do find that, you just know, and that's what's gonna get you through all them rough times and over those hurdles and to your goal. And when you get
full circle,
and that's just what it is. It's just everybody gonna have that in their life, and when they get it, they know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. So listen, we're doing good. We keep it right at an hour. We're gonna go live on Military Fresh Network Instagram page. We call it an after party. We go down in the bar. We continue to drink. We take some shots. We have fun. I'll pull people in. We might do a trivia contest. We might give a couple $100 away tonight because E just got paid. So we might give a couple $100. You know, but we do this all the time. We just have fun. So I gotta say this to those who are on Instagram Live. Those who are on Clubhouse, we're gonna do this once a month, just once a month, every first Friday. We're gonna have different guests. If you want to come on live, I see a couple people in the chat group that said, how do we get pulled on? All of the guests are scheduled. So if you would like to be a guest on the Military Fresh Network First Friday Happy Hour, send us an email at info@militaryfreshnetwork.com. And again, that's info@militaryfreshnetwork.com. And I'm not sure if I have a banner up here. So if somebody could type that in real quick, I'll post it. But that's how we become a guest. If you, again, share this on Facebook, continue to share it because it's going to stay up. Again, there's no script. We just come on, we have a couple drinks, we have a couple guests on that are veterans that are doing big things. Hopefully, we just happen to bring up something that will assist someone else. Before I leave, I don't want to forget this. And your advice that you would have to anyone that was like to start a business, because you have the clothing, the fitness, you have the professional motivational speaking. What advice would you give to the audience that was interested in starting their own business? What advice would you like to give them?
I would personally say play to your strengths and do what you're passionate about. And please stay away from trying to be an imposter. People say, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. Like, no, that's how people get sued. So be unique to yourself. Be unique to yourself. Do what fuels you, but also do what you're good at. Because that's how you succeed in doing something that you're good at. And that's like, hey, I'm just going to try this and see how it works out. Like that's not how business and that's not how success, works. And if you don't know what you're doing, take some courses, get a mentor, learn up, get some knowledge. But I would always say that the best thing to do to prosper is the thing that you're good at, because you're always going to prosper by what you excel in.
And I can add to that by saying, exactly what she said. Pretty much just doing what you love doing what that brings you joy. At the end of the day, you're gonna have, in any business you do, you're gonna have some rough times, right? Mm-hmm. So it has to be something that you enjoy doing, because it's that love for what you do, that passion, that's gonna get you over that hump. Because you're gonna see some downturns. So it's important that what you're doing, you really want to do, that you're passionate about it, and don't be afraid to ask for help. And I tell people all the time, like that's super important. And that's what helps me a lot, because that's where my wife comes in play. It's a lot of stuff that I do not know, or it's a lot of stuff that I didn't know when I initially started, that I was like, hey, babe, you're really good at researching. I want to know how to do this. And then my wife would go and look it up, and she'll come back and say, well, I think this is how we should do it. And there's a lot of people, whether it's male or female, whomever, that they refuse to ask for help. And some people even more so refuse to ask for help from their spouses, which is weird to me, because if you're married to somebody, that's who you should go to first for some assistance, to see if they can get you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that still, they turn that down and they go ask somebody else outside the family or strangers that they're least, they should be less comfortable with. So when it comes to like husband and wife, like I feel like if you're a couple, start your wife first and then talk to the next person that's more professional than your wife is.
You also got to be careful about who you get advice from and who you can go to. Because I tell you, everybody ain't your friend, and everybody don't want to see you succeed. And I always tell people, ignore the noise. There's always going to be somebody that has something to say. Like somebody said something to my husband, I was like, ignore them. They're not your customer. They're, with apparel, everybody's not going to be able to fit what you wear, but it doesn't mean you didn't make that for them. It just means like, hey, they fall out of your customer base. But also my thing is like, hey, maybe that might, like for me, I've tried to fit things and like, you know what? I'm gonna need to lose 10 pounds to get into that. That ain't your fault that I need to lose 10 pounds where I can't fit X, Y, and Z. But if it's really your goal to wear such and such, or you got a big event coming up, that's some self-awareness and self-reflection. We do a lot of deflection on people and their brands and their businesses when our problems ain't got nothing to do with them. So I tell him, be like, babe, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't take none of that stuff personally. And also, I'm born and raised Chicago, and I tell my husband all the time, hey, people are gonna come at you on the internet. People don't know who your friends are. Like, people don't know who my friends are. I shoot my friends stuff all the time. Like, hey, handle this light work for me. I'm not going to say anything. But I'm like, hey, I'm sure Military Fresh got a support team too. I call them tech support. I'm like, I'm sending to my friend Shawanda. People don't know I got friends named Shawanda, but she will deal with you accordingly if you come for me for no reason. Just saying.
We got G-Man.
Chicago Heights.
Say again?
Chicago Heights. The Heights.
First of all, Chicago Heights, not Chicago. So don't ask me about Chicago Heights. I am from the low end. I'm from the Robert Taylor Stay. Remember Good Times used to come on and they showed Grandmother Green. That's where I was born.
Grandmother lived in the Good Times building.
We used to look out the windows and look at the Bull Stadium, the old
one. Yeah. Hey, she was born in Chicago, all that family in Chicago, but then she moved to the Heights. Yo, I've been to the Heights, yo.
Yeah, right. It's what people think it is. It's rough on the streets too.
Well, I've been there, and I'm from New York, y'all. That shit is crazy, yo.
That's why I joined the Army.
Hey, Chicago is in a league of its own.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, this is perfect timing.
Chicago is a league of his own. I don't know.
You got anything before? I don't know if that's a photo of Rels or is he just paused?
His eyes moved.
Oh, his eyes moved. Okay.
I'm here. Look, I was just enjoying the conversation. I was just listening.
No, he's got the nice still look like.
He got the MFN hoodie.
I like that hoodie.
What? Hello.
Hey, hey, Jamel, are those hoodies that you have on right now? Are they available online?
Oh, yeah, available online right now.
I'm about to cop one or two.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. But I want to leave a takeaway there. I think the takeaway is do whatever you decide to do, man. Make sure you fully invested and your mind is into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody push you to get started or to do anything that you yourself are not ready to do. A lot of times people see what's happening around them. They see people making moves. And they jump the gun before they themselves are ready. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people fail that way. You know what I'm saying? Because they themselves are not ready, but because they see social media and they see people doing this, and they're like, man, I'm just going to do it. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, if you're not mentally ready to make that move, you should not do it. Because it all boils down to the mental. It all boils down to what you can take here in the head. And when you doing business, if you're not mentally stable and ready to tackle whatever adversity comes your way, stress will be your downfall.
I'll say mentally strong, babe, because most Marines ain't mentally stable.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
I'm not even going to entertain it, but y'all know what I'm saying.
So this will be live. This segment will be live. We leave it up on Facebook and we leave it up on YouTube. Feel free if you would like to take it, chop it up, take out the good parts, make your own, repurpose it, whatever you want to do. That's what we're gonna do. But we'll get better. But hats off to the entire MFN crew that's out there. Scooby just showed up. What up, Scooby? All right, but we're out there. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing out there. We'll continue to push this, of course. We just started promoting this yesterday and today, but we're gonna go ahead and get it and promote it, get more and more people out there. We'll put this together. But thank you all for tuning in, and we will take this to the next level. But we will be going live, and we'll be giving some money
after party
on Military Fresh Network live on Instagram. All right, talk to y'all guys later. Stay fresh, stay blessed. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming in with us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you all. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Bye.